What's going on here, YouTube? How's all the beautiful people? Well, look at here. We got an SRM-225. It starts and runs on choke, kind of. And as soon as you turn the choke up, it falls on its face and dies. So, we are going to pull the carburetor and clean it up and put it back on and see if that fixes it, which I am certain that it will. So, let me set you up. And I'll probably time lapse it a little bit, getting everything pulled off, and then I'll bring you back real time. Okay, for shits and giggles and my own amusement, the bolts that go through and hold the air filter housing and the carburetor and all of that stuff on together seem to be loose. So what I'm gonna do, just to appease myself, is I'm going to put this back on and I'm going to tighten those bolts and see if that fixes the run condition, because all of this stuff is super oily, like it's been sucking air and it's pissing fuel. And I might have to redo this, but if I do, I do. I just want to know for myself. Certainly isn't gonna hurt a thing. It's just time. See how nasty that is? You can tell she's been misbehaving. I just almost bet money that that's the issue. Okay, we're back on. Let me straighten it up. Prime it. Oh yeah, see it. It primes well, so choke on. Alright, yeah, she's still not right, so let me get her back off and we'll clean it. I could go in there and remove those plugs over the high and low speed and probably get it to run right, or run better, but it ain't gonna run right. So let me get this off and we'll get her cleaned up, and I'll bring you back when I'm cleaning it. Alright, you beautiful people. Well, I did not record me cleaning, but it's clean now. What I need to do is we're going to remove this security plug for the low speed, and there's another one there for high speed. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And I've got a video out showing how to do this on these carburetors, but we're going to do it again. What I like to do is get an 1/8 inch bit, make sure that it fits well, and that one, I think I want to go one size smaller. Yeah, this was the one I've used before. You can tell it's been heated up. The best way to do it is to get you a little pair of vice grips. You don't have to clamp it real hard, but you want to be able to hang on to it, because once it's hot, the whole drill bit will eventually get hot, but you want to be able to push it in there and hold on to it. Doesn't take much, but while it's still hot, push it in there, and you got to hold it. You got to let that plastic cool off. If you do it too soon, the bit will come out of the plastic, so just hang on to it. Once she's started to cool, you can kind of set it down, but that should be enough, honestly. There it is. Be careful, because the bit will cool pretty quick, and that plastic helps. You just don't want to burn yourself. And you just grab the plastic and get the bit out, and we're going to repeat on this one. There's one right in there on that throttle shaft. Let it cool. Just like that. But what that will do, it's going to be hard, it's kind of hard to show you. You'll just have to take my word for it. You can get a really small regular screwdriver and get in there, and you can adjust that. Just like that. Easy peasy. I'm fairly certain I could have just taken these plugs out and adjusted this enough for it to run, but it ain't the right way. If it ain't running right, fudging your screws ain't gonna, it's not gonna be the appropriate way to do it. So okay, let me gather my pieces, and we will reassemble. Pardon the noise. You want to check these out. I think this one will be okay. It'll bounce back, but make sure your little valves are in good shape. Get that back on. And I know I've kind of I've kept track of my screws pretty good, but make sure you don't get them mixed up because there are a few different lengths of screws here. All right, let's reassemble the needle. Make sure you guys are still, oh yeah. Put your little spring in there. All I can really say here is just take your time. And don't let those pieces get away from you, because they will. All right. Got that and this. Hopefully this will get her fixed up. The birds are getting after it. Now the longer screws are the ones that hold this primer bulb assembly and meteor fuel valve assembly in place. Okay. That's looking good. This diaphragm is still quite pliable, so we're just going to put it back on. Let's see. Now, all I got left is this guy. Just like that. Sorry, I'm doing this kind of off camera. I just didn't want to lose these little screws. Okay, there it is, completed carb. Let me spin you around. That thing might kind of stick on you in the beginning, but there we go. All right, I'll spin you around and we'll slap this dude back on. See if that fixes it. Alrighty, it's back on. Let's fire it up. Maybe. And all right, let's start with, go up here and open that one a bit. And like that. Alright, I apologize for the noise. It's trying to rain a little bit, but I had visitors, but I did some tweaking on the carburetor, and I'm going to show you what I come up with. Running like a new one. I got kind of lost track of where it was at, so I had to run them all the way in and then back them out. Right now, high speed is about a turn and an eighth. Low speed is right around 3/4 or so, maybe 1, right in between there. So running good. Just, you know, it's older machine. Carburetor's dirty. This guy uses them quite a bit in the summertime, and it was due for a little tune-up. So please like and sub, you beautiful people. We'll catch you on the next one.